So it was 5 o'clock in the morning and the phone rang and we thought, well, it's Matt, because he always called early. It was the hospital in Laramie.
I'm Margaret Webb with Daily Xtra, and welcome Judy and Dennis Shepard here to talk about the film Matt Sheppard is a Friend of Mine.
I saw a form of Matthew in bandages.
Matt's been brought in after being beaten severely. Really, his face was so swollen, we weren't even sure it was Matt.
Keep thinking and thinking, wondering why you weren't there to protect him.
This is a very touching film. It's heartbreaking. I watched it and I felt my heart being stretched in all sorts of ways about the level of hatred that people can have for each other, but also the love that people can bring to each other.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, how was it for you? What was your experiences of going through the interviews and also seeing that film?
Well, the interviews, they allow you to bring up memories that maybe you wouldn't have without prompting, good ones and sad ones and bad ones, and laugh and cry about them all again. It made Matt more human, perhaps, even to us. Brought back things we hadn't thought about in a long time. It's hard to talk about, but we both understood how important it was. We wanted the film to be really honest about who Matt was, and we did our best.
Were the things that you learned about Matt, because the film was made from a friend's perspective and interviewing a lot of his friends in school, were there things that you learned about Matt that you didn't know?
Well, we didn't know that Matt was hesitant about telling us that he was gay. We thought we had created a very inclusive, welcoming environment as a family. We never used the words or language or anything that would indicate any kind of prejudice because it wasn't part of our life. But we also understood from the same person that Matt had told about it that often the people the hardest to tell are the ones you're closest to. So that made it a little easier. But the environment at the whole time was very, we condition kids to think it's wrong to come out, to be gay, in fact, that it's a choice. It's totally not, but that is something that we did learn, and it was hurtful to learn that.
There's a shocking note in the film that it was one of 33 murders, hate crimes, that had happened that year alone. And that
To the gay community.
In the gay community, and that Matt's death had come to kind of symbolize or be the galvanizing.
I don't know how to explain that. I think people saw a picture of Matt and they all could identify with him. A lot of the correspondence we received, and we got hundreds of thousands of pieces of correspondence, were over half easily from the straight community, telling us we had no idea this was going on, in the gay community, because this was maybe the only one of the 33 that was in mainstream media.
My mom told me to turn on the television, and that's when I heard the specifics.
I mean, every day I think about him. In some way, there's something that makes me remember him.